Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Weeknights. We're 5 nights a week, most of the time. We give you the latest, the greatest, the shameless, largely from the famous of the entertainment industry. I am JD Nero, aka He Who Pods, aka Rearview Mirror.
And I'm Dash, aka Dashing D, aka the real king of R&B, aka cool grandma, but not really.
Not really.
And here we are on this Friday night.
What's funny is I know what the rest of your sweater is, but on camera, all we see is favorite.
All you see is and I'm not, but
All we see is
I'm
the word
somebody's
favorite.
favorite. Huh?
So funny. I said, all
Oh,
we can see. There you go. All right.
it says
Favorite
favorite
daughter.
daughter. Yeah.
Nah, it's just funny. Because it's
I'm
like,
not
but
the favorite
favorite,
daughter, by
favorite
the
what
way.
though? Me either.
Both my sister and I have the same thing. So,
Me
yeah.
either.
But then my mom went and leveled up on us and got the Mother of the Year sweatshirt.
You know what I'm saying? She said, I beat both of y'all. Now what?
Yeah. Yeah. We've just given favorite daughter so much promotion. So but anyway.
Oh, well. All right. Where you want to start?
I want to start with the unfortunate news about Mahershala Ali.
All right. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we come here with sad news today. Sad, sad news. And frustrating news for me. But we'll get to it.
Yeah.
Well, folks, finally, it says here, according to Complex News, according to Complex and Complex Pop, which I don't know why Pop is there, but anyway, that's not my business. It says Marvel's Blade film.
It's weird. Like how Netflix has like strong black lead, and then they have like the Tudum account, and then they have the comedy account. It's kind of like that. Complex has like complex art, complex music, etc., etc.
Yeah, I get it. I just feel like, why is this pop? Anyway, I guess it's pop culture. Anyway, whatever. Let's go. Marvel's Blade film has reportedly been scrapped entirely. It says here, according to insider Jeff Snyder, Marvel has reportedly canceled the Blade solo movie with Mahershala Ali. The character will instead appear in Midnight Suns, according to the report. Quote, Blade is dead. He will not be introduced in a solo movie. Jeff Snyder via Hot Mic podcast.
I was really excited about this, mostly because I love Mahershala Ali, but also because, I mean, Blade was something I recognized. We just talked about this the other day where I said I've only been inducted into the Marvel community recently. But one thing I did know and what I did see years ago was Blade with Wesley Snipes. And Snipes.
Snipes.
Why did I say Snipe? Anyway, with Wesley Snipes. And I don't know why my brain was just like, no, it's not plural. Anyway. With Wesley Snipes. And I just remember it. Like, I was excited to see Mahershala Ali do this.
Same.
We talk a lot about how things don't need to get rebooted, remade, reimagined all the time. But this was something I was really looking forward to. So I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated that it took so long to get to this point too. I feel like they were playing games with it for a long time where they were like, it's happening. And then it was like, we don't know when it's happening. And then it was, we're not sure anymore. Like maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. This is finally a final decision on whether it's happening or not. So it's good that we now know, but it's also frustrating that it took so long to get to this. Just feel like I wish I would have just told us this instead of making us think that there was a possibility that this was actually going to happen, because it seems like for a long time they kind of knew that it probably wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, this double Dutch bullshit we've been dealing with. It's like, is it happening or not happening? And it's frustrating because the fans have been cheering on for this film, and Marvel has not been able to get it together. And so it's frustrating as a fan of Marvel, as a fan of Blade, as a fan of Mahershala Ali, that we're not going to get this, and that it took so long for them to get to the fucking point. So
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm frustrated. Blade is a classic. Wesley Snipes made a little jab, you know, in Deadpool Wolverine. He said, there's only one Blade. And so, yeah, apparently there is only one Blade. And I'm going to be honest, I call bullshit. I think after Midnight Suns comes out, the demand for the Blade movie will rise, and they will try to do another Blade movie. That's what I think.
Yeah. But they may not end up with the same actor that they had.
And that's unfortunate.
Yeah, so it's sad, but I think the writing was on the wall.
Yeah. Well, we finally have an answer, and for that, I'm thankful. But I don't know. It smells funny to me. I feel like there's a possibility we still get it.
Yeah. I can see
But I
that.
just might be wrong.
I don't know.
I just
don't
might.
really want to
Just
see it
might.
if it's not Mahershala Ali anymore.
Okay. That's a strong stance, but I feel you.
That's my guy. I love him. I love his acting. I don't watch
He's great.
anything he does.
He's great. No doubt about that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So a lot of things have happened that we have to report on. And my co-host didn't catch my segue, so we move on in a different way.
I thought you were doing that, but then I wasn't sure. Right. I thought it was just enthusiasm.
It's Friday. It's been a long week. It's all right. I get it. No worries. Bruno Mars has made several announcements. He's going to be performing at the Grammys. He's got a new album coming very soon. He dropped a new single, and of course, that means a new tour is coming. And so his album is slated to come out February 27th of this year, very soon. And he dropped the single already. He dropped the single today and a video today. Mm-hmm. And so I've seen the video. I've listened to the song multiple times. So let's talk about it. The song is called I Just Might. And it's on Atlantic Records. You know, no surprise there. And Spotify has updated their credits system. So let's see what I can find out here.
Are they not showing it anymore?
No. They're showing way more now. So like now you're seeing way more credits. Okay. There's a couple writers on this. You got Brody Brown, Philip Lawrence, Ernst Emile II, who I think I know, but I don't want to say the wrong thing, so I'm going to leave that there. And, of course, Bruno Mars. I just might. Bruno Mars is back, but I just might. I saw the video. I guess I'll dive right in. Fuck it.
Typical Bruno.
Typical Bruno. That's my thought. That's exactly my thought. Number one.
Oh, come on. Don't come on here and say the same thing I'm going to say.
Number one. Number one, it's good to hear Bruno Mars sounding like Bruno Mars again. Yes. We done heard Bruno Mars with you, with me, with Anderson .Paak, with my mother, with my cousin, with Lady Gaga. We heard Bruno Mars, with everyone and their cousin for the last couple of years. Yeah. Doing all sorts of sounds. It's nice to hear Bruno Mars doing Bruno Mars sound. I appreciate that. It was refreshing to hear, oh man, classic Bruno coming back. Yeah. And I think that this song will be well received. I think the masses will really, really love this song. Mm-hmm. And as positive as that all is, it's cool. Like, it's cool. It's regular. It's Bruno. Like, it's Bruno. It's regular Bruno. He didn't reinvent the wheel. He gave you that, that classic sound he likes with the live instruments and, acting a lot like a very specific artist he loves. And, that's cool. That's classic Bruno. Yes. But, I just was like, oh, okay, he went in there and he made a Bruno Mars song. I kind of felt like, remember there was a time when we got Rick Ross doing the same song over and over again? I'm not going to say the names of the songs, but you know what songs, if you're a Rick Ross fan like me, There were like 3 or 4 albums where it was basically the same song. And that was the lead single for all 3 albums.
Yeah.
That's what this felt like. This felt like,
It's a
okay,
formula.
you went back to what works. You went
Yeah.
back to basics, and I'm
Mhm.
not mad at it. But also I'm not impressed. I'm not saying it's whack. I'm not
Okay.
saying it's trash. I'm not saying it won't be a Grammy award winning song, because it probably will
Mhm.
be. I'm just saying he
Probably.
just did the usual Bruno Mars thing. That's all. He didn't I don't think this was him pushing himself or trying something super fly and new or pushing the envelope. I think he said for this first single, I'm gonna just give them what works. What I know works, I'm gonna give them the same old shit that I know works. I'm gonna act like James Brown, and I'm gonna just do my thing.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, one last thing before you go, sorry. Uh I see he got a nice budget and was able to make everybody in the video Bruno Mars. And that was cute. I'm waiting to see what they will say about this video and AI. Because I wonder, was this just computer graphics or was this a mostly AI video? Because I've seen some things that can make me argue both sides. Maybe they won't say anything, but I'm curious if something will be said about it.
I mean, I hope with a guy like Bruno Mars, they're not phoning it in. But I can understand. I mean, AI makes things more sufficient, if you will. So I could totally see them using something like that. I actually ran into something that there's these videos. It's almost like it's an animated video that I see it pops into my feed every now and again. Basically, like I guess like a video meme. I don't know if that's what it's called, but there was one. I ended up going on the page because I was like, what else do they post? And I go on the page and there was this one video where the person is doing the TikTok dance to, this was on Instagram, but they were doing the TikTok dance to Tyla's Water, whatever that dance was, whatever. And a bunch of people were like, oh my gosh, because apparently they teach people how to do like AI stuff. So
Okay.
people were clamoring in the comments to find out how they were able to make that happen. Um, so the technology is out there. It's I'm sure if it's accessible to people on Instagram, that Bruno's whoever's doing Bruno's videos can absolutely have him over there, over here, everywhere very easily these days.
Yeah, and also it's probably more budget friendly
Yeah, I
than
think so.
paying the thousands and thousands of dollars to computer graphic deep fake his face on everything.
And just put him in like multiple, because he'd have to do that. He'd have to film multiple scenes in order
Right.
for, so even time itself, I mean, time is money, right? Especially when you're talking about um 12-hour days on a video shoot or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, you know how much time that would cut down on if he only really had to be in the scene once. Yeah, so I mean, it's perfectly possible. Well, what I was gonna say is similar to what you're saying. I do think so. First, I'll start by saying it sounds good. Um, it'll make you dance. It'll make you sing along. It's definitely that type of song. It does sound like the Bruno that we all knew from the beginning. To me, and you kind of said it, but all I could take away, I just kind of giggled to myself when I was listening to it because I was like, it sounds, his music is starting to sound like all the songs are starting to sound the same. And that's fine. I always say that I think that certain artists give you a certain type of music and they continue to give you that type of music. I don't think every artist is the artist that switches it up or
Right.
that makes the change. I think people are honestly too picky when it comes to stuff like that. Because I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't mean that for every single artist, but I think there are artists like that where people's biggest complaint is that they don't like their sound is their sound. Well, maybe you're just tired of that sound because the artist gave you what they gave you. Like you know what to expect from them. I think sometimes that frustrates people when they
It
know
does.
what to expect. People are constantly, in the day and age we live in, people are constantly looking to be entertained and wowed when some stuff is just really regular stuff. Like, my sound is my sound when it comes to certain artists. I'm not saying that you should never be innovative. I'm not saying that you should never be creative or experiment with your style or your sound. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that the reason y'all help to sell out arenas, the reason these people are making money is because of the sound that y'all fell in love with. So I don't necessarily think it's always a bad thing. I'm not currently looking for Bruno's sound.
Okay.
I think he makes a lot of upbeat, up-tempo, feel-good songs, and I think that's great, and I think people love that, and I totally understand it. And when I'm out and about and, there's Bruno Mars playing in the background, yeah, it makes you feel good, it makes you feel up, right? But that's not necessarily what I'm gonna be, turning on in my day-to-day. And that's no knock to him. That's just where I'm at right now. Like, stuff I'm listening to is, I feel like listening for me goes in waves. So I say all that to say, to me, it sounds very much like something he's done before. And that's great, especially because he's like doing it on his own. For a while, we weren't getting a whole lot of solo Bruno. So it's nice that he's doing his solo thing and he's kind of getting back to basics. But that's kind of what I feel. I feel like he got back to basics, and that's great. And for those who love Bruno, I think they'll love this song. And if that is an indication of what the album is going to be like, then people will be happy with the album. And maybe people will be happy that he's kind of returning to, the heart of his music. So I don't have a knock to the song. I do think that the music is redundant. And when that happens with certain artists, for me, including Bruno, I'm probably more inclined to go back to the old stuff and not even pay attention to the new album.
Okay.
Just me. This didn't really it almost makes you feel nostalgic in a way. Like, I'm like, oh, I could go listen to the 24 karat magic or whatever the album was called. But
That's what it's called.
Yeah, I don't need the new stuff then. I already got what you're selling. So
I got
but maybe that's not the right way to approach it. I don't know. I'll listen to it. We do a podcast, so I'm sure I'll listen to it, but I don't need it.
Yeah, I think Bruno is smart enough that this is not all we'll get. It's also an album. I don't think we're gonna get only this the whole album. He has a very good ear and is able to blend multiple styles, which he's capable of doing multiple styles. We know that. And so you're going to get like your classic R&B Bruno and all of the things in between. I think that you'll get that too. I just think for the lead single, it was safe. And also, I got to come up here and take back what I said a couple of months ago. I almost forgot. I should have started with that. But I said I don't think Bruno Mars cares about music anymore. I was wrong. I was wrong.
You were.
Hey, I was wrong. I said he don't care about music. I said it looks like he's done. I was wrong. And maybe that's because he owes niggas money. I don't know. Maybe because he really cares. I don't know. But what's important is that I was wrong and that I come up here and be accountable and say, hey, I was wrong.
Yep. Yeah.
And speaking of being wrong.
Oh. All right.
Let's talk about Tim the Toolman Taylor. For those who are too young to know who that is, don't worry. I got more for you. This is Tim Allen. Tim Allen is an actor who's done a lot of roles on television and some movies too. You might have known him as Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? He did a classic Santa Claus movie. It's a classic. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I think there was like
a
three of
series
those.
of movies.
I'm about to say, I think there was like three of those, but the first one is definitely a classic. All right. And so this comes from Radar Online and from the mouth of Tim Allen. And so this is Tim Allen talking, and I'm just gonna play this here for y'all.
Yeah, just play it.
Oh wait, it's playing on my headphones. Whoops. Un momento, por favor.
Said somebody told me I was like the top rated sitcom. So they asked me to do a third one. I said, I thought they were kidding. I said, I don't know whether my generation, because all the people that I know that I would make it with are either dead or not the right gender. They're all, light-skinned European older men. And that doesn't fit the DEI thing that everybody wanted. They wanted, so three of you can have DEI on the cats. Well, but then they said to get into. I didn't want to get into that. I didn't want to patronize people. If you're going to do a sitcom, it's just got to be funny. You got to have some drama. I couldn't agree more. Not everything. Diversity is a great virtue. It's not the only virtue, and not everything in America has to look like Angelina Jolie's Christmas card. I said somebody told me.
All right, that's Bill Maher. Bill Maher. And Tim Allen.
Not every sitcom has to look like Angelina Jolie's Christmas card.
That was Bill Maher, yeah. Bill Maher. Sorry.
Because she has black children?
That's what he's insinuating. Because there's a lot of brown in there.
Y'all don't even try to hide that y'all hate us anymore. It is vile, actually. It is pretty fucking ridiculous. You upset because they wanted to put women in sitcoms? Yeah, I know, I'm aware.
Just for those who aren't,
I'm aware. I even think her daughter goes to, what is it, Howard University?
Just, for those who don't. For those who might not know.
This is gross. And he tried, Tim Allen really did try to not say white men. Let me ask y'all something. White people, not black people, or anyone else of color. Why y'all so afraid? Well, not all of you. Why say light-skinned European? What does that mean? Like, let's not do this. Just say you are a white man and you feel like white men got shafted because they wanted to let women in. Because Tim Allen speaks specifically to gender. Well, and then it goes on. But the first comment is about gender. He would leave Home Improvement at some point whenever the show ended, and he would move on to be to have one of the biggest holiday movies of our generation.
Correct.
That turned into what, a trilogy?
Yes.
I even believe he's still very much actively working. I think he had some sort of sitcom or drama or something that was, I didn't watch it. because I wasn't the demographic it was trying to target. I'm just confused. Like, the amount of privilege that oozes off of people, I just don't understand. It's really confusing to me because what are you even talking about? How do you even think that women and people of color have somehow, and that is not, let's be clear, women and people of color are not the only way to define DEI, but simple-minded people like these two people think that that's the only thing that means, and so that is how they spoke, and that's why I'm speaking the way I'm speaking. But like, what do you even? How do you not even see that it's lopsided? How do you not even see that you and your cronies are really the ones who end up and have always ended up on top?
Well, when you don't understand your privilege, you think nothing of it. If you think that, people are just supposed to have a podcast, and so my whole family has podcasts, and then the next generation just like, oh yeah, as soon as we could talk, we started our podcast. You don't really think about the privilege you have to have the equipment and the resources and the Wi-Fi and the capabilities. You're just like, oh yeah, we just have podcasts. I don't know, it's just how it works. We just got podcasts. And so if you don't recognize that privilege, you just move through life like it doesn't exist. And that's unfortunate.
And like somebody's personally victimizing you. Like somebody's targeting you in some way. Instead of trying to create opportunities for a large amount of people.
Oh
I'm
no,
offended.
I just was letting you cook before I curse both these guys out. That's all.
Do you think? I'm gonna be clear that I'm offended by this.
Oh, I understand. Listen, Home Improvement, classic. I used to watch that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
With the neighbor you could never see. You know what I'm saying?
Wilson.
You just saw.
Yep.
I was thinking maybe you need the blah blah. Yo, classic. Let me tell you something.
Great. Awesome.
Classic. I don't even think we ever saw those three kids ever again after that. Still a classic. Let me tell you, whatever the next show, oh yeah, we spoke about Santa Claus or whatever it's called, Santa Claus. Who gives a fuck? Classic. I started with that. Classic. Yep. He went on to do 2 other shows that were like, it was, he knew that it was similar to Home Improvement, and he made fun of him himself. I used to watch it like 10 years ago. Occasionally I throw it on. It was cool. Good family show. That all changes nothing. Fuck you. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh, he's Buzz Lightyear? I forgot about that shit.
It's him that's Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah.
Oh, you looked it up?
I was just looking up what he does, but I was just looking him up to look at his filmography, and yeah, he's Buzz Lightyear. I forgot about that.
Listen, so let me keep giving him props. Buzz Lightyear, Toy Story 1 and 2, classics. It changes nothing. Fuck both of you. Bill Maher been on bullshit. We know he likes to do, satire and sarcasm. And as a sarcastic bastard, I totally appreciate that. But Bill Maher, sometimes your comedy, it comes off a little one-sided. And so fuck both of y'all for this. And listen, more reason to boycott Toy Story 5. That's how I feel. And on top of that, yo, Tim Allen, maybe you just need to go right off into the sunset. You know what I'm saying? Because clearly you are out of touch. That's number one. And let me just tell you something, Mr. 72-year-old. You're probably going to have some colored grandkids and great-grandkids. Because maybe you don't like us, but the younger generations do. Maybe you don't want us in Hollywood, but the younger generations do. And listen, right now, your teenage grandkid or great-grandkid is probably somewhere jerking off to Zendaya right now. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to just keep it real. That's a Hollywood star, and that person is breaking TV show records, getting paid the most an episode ever. And I smell I smell a little jealousy. So fuck you and the horse you rode in on. I don't give a fuck. Cancel me, say I'm no good. I don't give a fuck. This is my platform. Fuck you. And YouTube, I know you got rules. I'm sorry. But this is ridiculous. And so if he could just say whatever he wants, I'm going to say whatever I want too. We ain't monetized anyway. So fuck you, Tim Allen. Improve that.
Tell people our business.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Anyway.
this has been Weeknights. Oh, you got more? Come on, hit them. I'll wait.
No, I was just gonna say, like, deplorable. I just don't. But as I'm looking up Tim Allen's work, do you know when you go on his Wikipedia page, which I know that Wikipedia is, managed by a lot of random people, but do you know his political party is listed?
This ain't a political podcast.
What does that have to do with what I'm saying?
Okay, go ahead. What's his political party? I mean, it's easy to guess.
I wasn't going to share what his political party was.
Oh, okay.
I was just making a note that, because I know some people will go into, or have their people go into their Wikipedia pages and set it up how they want it to look. It just made me think that he wanted that there. That's all. I wasn't going to get into his politics. I mean, I think his politics are clear.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to say it in order for it to be true. But I just thought that was interesting, because I don't usually see that when I look a lot of people up. That's not.
That is correct.
Unless they are political people.
Right.
I don't usually see that. So I thought that was interesting, because again, I do know that a lot of these celebrities will have someone go in and curate their Wikipedia page so that it reads the way they want it to, even though people can modify it. So that was the only reason I'm just trying to say they're very loud and proud. That's it.
Oh yeah. They feel very comfortable saying these things on camera. So fuck them.
Yep. Anyway, now I gotta go have a drink.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Weeknights. Enjoy your weekend. We'll be back on Monday.
Bye.